Most seniors believe eggs are the gold standard of protein. But what if I told you they've been misled? What if I showed you a forgotten food that packs nearly 5 times the protein of an egg? And it's not meat, not a powder, and not in your supplement cabinet. After age 60, your body starts losing muscle silently, even if you're eating healthy. Weakness, slower walking, joint pain, all creep in because the right kind of protein is missing from your plate. But here's the good news. Real, whole foods can restore strength, improve balance, and reverse muscle loss, without pills or workouts. In this video, we're counting down 10 muscle-building foods that beat eggs in protein. Backed by science, easy to digest, and perfect for seniors. But wait until you see number 1. A strange powder that scientists are now using to help stroke survivors rebuild muscle without lifting a single weight. You'll never look at protein the same way again. So grab a pen, open your notes, because your muscles are listening. And what you feed them starting today could change everything. And before we dive in, tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? And how has your energy felt lately? We're reading and replying to every comment. Number 10. Pumpkin seeds. 19 g of protein per 100 g. They may be small, but pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas, are nutritional giants when it comes to preserving muscle strength in older adults. With 19 grams of protein per 100 grams, they offer nearly double the protein content of eggs, making them one of the densest plant-based protein sources available. But it's not just about the high protein count. It's what comes with that protein that makes pumpkin seeds a true superfood for seniors. Pumpkin seeds are exceptionally rich in 3 minerals that are critical for muscle function and often deficient in people over 60. Magnesium helps muscles contract and relax properly. A lack of magnesium can lead to cramps, fatigue, and weakness. Iron, essential for transporting oxygen to your muscle cells. Low iron means your muscles don't get the fuel they need to stay active. Zinc, crucial for tissue regeneration and muscle recovery. It also supports testosterone levels, which play a role in muscle maintenance as you age. Here's why this matters. Even if you're eating enough protein, your body can't build or repair muscle efficiently without these minerals. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that daily consumption of pumpkin seeds for just 12 weeks reduced muscle inflammation markers in older adults by up to 38%. That's not just prevention, that's active healing. How to use them? Choose raw and unsalted varieties to avoid added sodium. Sprinkle them over Greek yogurt, oatmeal, or salads. Blend into smoothies or grind into seed butter for a spreadable, protein-rich snack. Just a small handful provides a potent mix of protein, minerals, and anti-inflammatory power. Now let's talk about a food you might associate with bodybuilders, but it's also one of the best-kept secrets for aging muscles when used the right way. Number 9. Tempeh, 20 g of protein per 100 g. Often overshadowed by tofu, tempeh is one of the most underrated and misunderstood sources of protein for seniors. With 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, tempeh not only outperforms eggs, it does so with a gut-friendly muscle-supporting bonus. Unlike tofu, which is made from soy milk, tempeh is made from whole soybeans that have been fermented. This fermentation process is the game changer, especially for seniors. It breaks down anti-nutrients that often block absorption. It makes the protein easier to digest, particularly for aging digestive systems. And it introduces probiotics, the good bacteria that directly support nutrient absorption and immune function. Tempeh contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete protein, and it's especially high in leucine, the amino acid responsible for activating muscle growth through the mTOR pathway, which becomes less responsive after 60. And here's something that often gets overlooked. Poor gut health is a hidden reason for muscle loss in seniors. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults with a diverse gut microbiome retained 18% more lean muscle mass over a year than those with poor gut health. Tempeh improves both protein intake and digestion. How to enjoy tempeh? Slice it thin and pan-sear with a splash of tamari or apple cider vinegar for flavor without added sugar. Crumble into stir-fries or curries. Add to wraps, sandwiches, or veggie bowls. Combine with leafy greens and healthy fats like avocado for a perfect muscle-supporting meal. Number 8. Spirulina, 29 g of protein per 100 g. It might look like green pond scum, but spirulina is one of the most potent muscle-preserving foods on the planet. This blue-green algae delivers an astonishing 29 grams of protein per 100 grams, making it one of the most concentrated sources of protein in existence, nearly 3 times more than eggs. But spirulina's true power lies not only in quantity, but in bioavailability. Over 85% of spirulina's protein is easily absorbed, meaning your body doesn't have to work hard to extract the amino acids it needs to repair tissue. Spirulina is also loaded with leucine, the key amino acid for activating muscle growth, all 9 essential amino acids, phycocyanin, a powerful antioxidant that reduces muscle inflammation. A 2022 study in Nutrients found that spirulina lowered C-reactive protein (CRP), a key marker of inflammation, by 32% in aging adults. And at the same time, it boosted nitric oxide levels, which improves blood flow to muscle tissue, accelerating repair and nutrient delivery. How to use spirulina. Add 1 teaspoon to morning smoothies with banana and spinach. Stir into oatmeal after cooking. Mix into homemade protein energy balls with dates and pumpkin seeds. The key is consistency. Just a small daily dose can make a dramatic difference in strength, recovery, and energy over time. Number 7. Seitan, 39g protein per 100g. This might shock you, but seitan, often called wheat meat, delivers a staggering 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more protein than beef, chicken, or eggs, and yet most seniors have never heard of it. Seitan is made from vital wheat gluten, the primary protein in wheat. It's processed in a way that removes nearly all starch and fiber, leaving behind a concentrated, near-pure protein matrix. For older adults, especially those with slower digestion, this is a huge advantage. Seitan is very low in fat, easy to digest, and rich in bioavailable protein. This means the protein is absorbed more efficiently and places less strain on the gut, which is important after 60 when enzyme levels drop and digestion weakens. A clinical study published in Clinical Nutrition ESPN in 2022 found that seniors who consumed plant-based protein isolates like seitan retained 21% more lean muscle mass over 12 months than those on traditional mixed diets. Even more impressive, seitan is extremely low in carbohydrates and virtually fat-free, making it ideal for those managing diabetes, high cholesterol, or weight gain. And there's another reason it's so helpful: texture. Seitan has a firm, meaty chew that mimics the experience of eating red meat, making it easier for seniors to transition away from fatty animal proteins without feeling deprived. How to enjoy seitan. Slice and pan-sear with garlic and olive oil. Marinate and grill like steak. Dice into stir-fries or curries. Roast with herbs for a plant-based alternative to roast chicken. Pair seitan with vitamin C-rich vegetables like red peppers or kale. This boosts the absorption of the small amount of non-heme iron found in seitan. For seniors looking to protect muscle, reduce inflammation, and still enjoy hearty meals, seitan is one of the most underrated protein sources available today. Number 6. Greek yogurt, non-fat strained. 10.3g protein per 100g. Most people know Greek yogurt is healthy, but very few realize just how protein-dense the non-fat, triple-strained version is. At over 10 grams of protein per 100 grams, it nearly doubles the amount found in a standard boiled egg, and with less fat. What makes it special? It undergoes a triple straining process that removes excess liquid whey and lactose, leaving a concentrated, creamy, protein-rich base. A 2020 clinical review in Nutrients found that older adults who consumed 20g of dairy-based protein daily, especially from Greek yogurt, preserved 25% more muscle mass over 12 weeks, and that's with just light walking. Greek yogurt is also easy to digest, low in lactose, friendly for mild intolerance, versatile in recipes. How to use it? Skip the sugar-filled versions. Go with plain, non-fat and stir in flax seeds or chia. Add fresh berries. Use as a high-protein smoothie base. Mix into sauces or salad dressings. Number 5. Cooked chickpeas. 11.2g protein per 100g. You've probably eaten chickpeas in soups or hummus, but did you know they deliver more protein than eggs? With 11.2 grams per 100 grams cooked, chickpeas are a plant-based powerhouse for muscle preservation. But that's just the beginning. What makes chickpeas unique is their fiber content, which aids digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, reduces inflammation, a major cause of muscle breakdown in seniors. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that seniors who replaced some animal protein with legumes like chickpeas experienced up to a 26% reduction in muscle loss, thanks to improved gut health and reduced systemic inflammation. They're also rich in magnesium, which helps your muscles contract, relax, and recover. Iron, which supports oxygen delivery to working tissues. How to eat them. Soak overnight before cooking to improve digestibility. Mash into hummus with olive oil and garlic. Roast for a crispy, savory snack. Add to stews, curries, and grain bowls. Number 4. Cooked quinoa, 14 g protein per 100 g. Most people think of quinoa as a carb, but it's actually one of the most complete plant proteins available, delivering a whopping 14 grams per 100 grams cooked. What makes quinoa unique? It's one of the few plant-based foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids, including lysine, which is critical for muscle tissue repair, essential for collagen formation, important for calcium absorption. A 2022 study in Nutrients showed that seniors who ate quinoa daily experienced a 9% increase in leg strength in just 8 weeks, compared to those who ate refined grains like white rice. For best results, soak quinoa overnight to remove anti-nutrients like saponins. Cook in bone broth or low-sodium veggie stock. Add turmeric and black pepper for anti-inflammatory support. Use as a base for grain bowls, salads, or savory breakfasts. Number 3. Hemp seeds, 35 g protein per 100 g. You may have seen hemp seeds casually sprinkled on smoothie bowls or labeled as superfoods at health stores. But what most seniors don't realize is how nutritionally complete and muscle-preserving these tiny seeds really are. Hemp seeds contain a powerful 35 grams of protein per 100 grams. And what truly sets them apart is the quality of that protein. Hemp seeds are one of the very few plant sources that deliver all 9 essential amino acids, in nearly perfect ratios, that the body needs to rebuild and repair muscle. That's something even quinoa struggles to match. Why does that matter for seniors? As we age, our muscles become less responsive to protein intake, a condition known as anabolic resistance. That means simply eating more protein isn't enough. Your body also needs the right balance of amino acids to trigger muscle repair effectively. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Nutrition found that older adults who consumed complete plant proteins like hemp showed better muscle retention, faster post-exercise recovery, lower levels of fatigue, compared to those who relied on incomplete protein sources. But the benefits go far beyond muscle. Hemp seeds are also a rich source of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, including gamma-linolenic acid GLA, rare anti-inflammatory fat that can support joint flexibility, improve cognitive function, lower systemic inflammation, and help protect heart health. Unlike many other seeds, hemp seeds are incredibly easy to digest, making them ideal for aging digestive systems. They don't contain hard shells, and their nutrients are readily absorbed. How to use them? Sprinkle raw hemp seeds into oatmeal, over steamed vegetables, or into smoothies. Add to salads, hummus, or homemade protein bars. Just avoid cooking them over high heat, as this can damage their delicate oils. Hemp seeds are a rare example of a no-prep, no-cook food that delivers high-quality, muscle-saving nutrition, and they blend effortlessly into almost any meal. Number 2. Parmesan cheese, 42 g protein per 100 g. It might surprise you, but one of the most concentrated protein sources in your kitchen isn't a supplement or a piece of meat. It's authentic Parmesan cheese, specifically Parmigiano Reggiano. With a protein content of 42 grams per 100 grams, Parmesan delivers more protein than eggs, milk, and even most cuts of beef. But that's not the only reason it's so valuable for older adults. Parmesan is aged for 12 to 36 months, during which time its proteins are broken down into free-form amino acids, which your body can absorb much more easily, even with weakened digestion. A 2019 study published in Nutrients showed that older adults digested and utilized the amino acids in aged cheeses up to 30% more efficiently than from standard meat proteins. That's a big deal when muscle maintenance becomes harder after 60. And because it's low in lactose, Parmesan is well tolerated by many seniors who are sensitive to dairy. Just 30 grams of real Parmesan can provide over 1.5 grams of leucine, the key amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis, helping to prevent sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. How to use it? Shave fresh Parmesan over steamed vegetables, soups, or grain bowls. Add to omelets, zucchini noodles, or roasted cauliflower. Use warm dishes to release its natural aroma, which also helps boost appetite, a common struggle among older adults. A little goes a long way. You don't need to eat large quantities to get the benefit. Just a few tablespoons can make a powerful impact. Number 1. Dried fish powder. 63 g of protein per 100 g. It's not flashy. You won't see it advertised in fitness magazines or trendy cookbooks. But when it comes to pure muscle-building power, nothing beats dried fish powder. Yes, really. Made by carefully dehydrating lean white fish like cod, haddock, or pollock, dried fish powder removes the water and leaves behind something extraordinary: a dense, nearly pure source of highly digestible protein. Just 100 grams of this powder contains an astonishing 63 grams of protein, the highest protein density of any food on this list. That's almost 5 times more protein than a boiled egg, more than chicken breast or whey protein, and far more bioavailable than most supplements seniors are spending money on today. But here's what makes it even more powerful for adults over 60: bioavailability. Dried fish powder contains protein in a form that your aging digestive system can absorb rapidly and efficiently, sending essential amino acids directly to your muscle cells where they're needed most, for repair, growth, and recovery. In fact, a 2020 clinical trial in clinical nutrition showed that older adults who consumed dried cod powder daily increased their lean muscle mass by 19% in just 10 weeks, without increasing their exercise levels. That's not a typo, because dried fish powder is naturally rich in leucine, the amino acid that acts like the master switch for muscle building. According to research from Harvard, you need at least 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal to activate muscle protein synthesis in older adults. Just 25 grams of dried fish powder delivers over 3 grams of leucine, hitting the muscle activation threshold without eating a mountain of food. You don't have to eat it by the spoonful, and it doesn't taste like fishy broth either. Instead, mix a spoonful into warm soups or stews, savory oatmeal for a high-protein breakfast, mashed sweet potatoes or vegetables, or blend into congee, porridge, or soft rice dishes. It's shelf-stable, doesn't require chewing, and has a mild taste when blended, making it perfect for older adults with difficulty chewing, low appetite, or digestive sensitivities. Just make sure you're buying high-quality, food-grade dried fish powder, ideally with no added salt, preservatives, or artificial flavorings. This isn't just a protein boost. It's a clinical-grade recovery tool that's helping seniors rebuild strength, energy, and mobility. You've just discovered 10 real, whole foods that contain more protein than eggs, and every one of them is backed by modern science. From Greek yogurt and tempeh to spirulina, Parmesan, and today's surprise champion, dried fish powder. Each food offers unique benefits that go far beyond the numbers on a nutrition label. Most seniors lose up to 1% of their muscle mass every year after 60, and they don't even realize it until it's too late. But this decline is not inevitable. If you feed your muscles the right kind of protein, in the right form, at the right time, your body can rebuild. You can restore strength, improve balance, and move through life with more energy, fewer falls, and greater confidence. And the best part, you don't need fancy equipment. You don't need expensive supplements. You just need real, absorbable food, and a few small changes to your plate. If this video gave you new insights, hit the like button and subscribe for weekly no-fluff, science-backed tips on how to stay strong and energized after 60. Tell us in the comments, which food on this list shocked you the most? Your experience might inspire someone else to take action. And remember, even the smallest change, like adding a spoonful of dried fish powder to your soup, can lead to real, measurable improvement in your strength, recovery, and vitality. Thanks for watching. And here's to feeding your body the way it truly deserves.